My name is Heiko. I work for Ponc Press. I came to Dingle in 1979 with my parents from Germany, from Berlin. And I've been here ever since. And I came to this printing business in 1991 when the previous owner decided to retire, and he sold the business off to me, basically. And we do small projects, small books, and small commissions as well for other people. Partially self-published, partially on commission. And it keeps us going for a while anyway.
I'm Tor Cotton. I am one of the partners here in the Ponc Press in Dingle. We run this rather antiquated letterpress business and have done for about 5 years now. We took over from Dominique Lieb and we just kind of followed on in the tradition of the press. We print a lot of stuff as Gaeilge and a certain amount in English and a huge amount bilingually. It's a real pleasure to be part of such a historic style of working, really.
The printing press is an original Heidelberg Platen, and it's about from the 1950s, 1955, 1956, thereabouts. It's a bit old, it's a bit used by now, but it's still running well, and it does what we wanted to do. So the current project we are working on is another small booklet, and we start off with getting the author to finalize the text for us and give us a copy as the original draft. And from that then I start the typesetting, and I have to insert each letter by letter, word by word, line by line, to form a block of text, which then gets fixed into a frame, which then gets put into the printing machine, and ink is run over it and it presses against the paper. It's the old style, almost like Gutenberg times, slightly modernized by now. So we're starting with the page, one of the pages in our new project, and I start in the typesetting, and which has to be done with this stick, and this is the case that holds the letters, the type. And in the old days it was the lowercase letters in the lowercase and the uppercase letters in the uppercase. So I'll start with a line length, and yeah, I have to put in letter by letter, word for word. I have to revert back to my copy. Each letter is in its own compartment in the case. It's laid out like a typewriter keyboard in a way. After the job is done, all these letters have to be put back in the case, and each one has to go in its proper compartment, and there you have to really be careful to put each in the right place. Since all the letters are upside down and mirror image when you're using them, you have to look at them carefully and know which one is which, so you have to be sure to tell the difference between a P and a Q and a D and a B, because they're basically all the same construction. So you have to mind your P's and Q's. That's where that phrase comes from. This is the set line length, and the last word finishes a bit short of the line, so I have to fill the rest with some spacing, which can be quite thin. As thin as this, like it's a hair. And it has to go in. And I have to squeeze in the last bit so that it sits tight in the stick. And we get a lead between the lines, and I'm ready to start the next line. So here we are at the stone, and I'm putting together the frame, the chase. It's already filled up. I'm just adding the last few lines into this section. So we fill up all the empty spaces with furniture like this. It comes all shapes and sizes. And we insert these, which then screw to tighten the whole lot of letters together into the frame. So we can also tamp it down a bit so that it's all level and flat. Yeah, should be all right. brush off. And the proof is, in the pudding is to lift it up and nothing should move down. See if it all stays together. And it goes over to the machine to get printed.
Smisha Bob O'Cahill agus smisha an Mashahor and Lower Shaw on Bodach. Denim na lérádi le líníocht pean agus dóg. Da bhar go bhfuil siad anna bheag sa leabhar agus ní féidir am líníocht í dhéanamh có beag san. So is féidir am dul go dtí an ríomhara chun é laidú arís chun go mbeadh sí ar tós ceart chun dul isteach sa leabhar. Táim ag obair le Ponc press leis na blianta anuas. So ní féidir am a rá anis caitheann a thusnaigh mé.
So everything's ready and we do our first proof. Take up one sheet and get it done, and there it is. And from this now I have to check every single letter in a way, because some might be damaged, some might be misplaced, and typos and everything. So that will take a while.
On the Dingle Peninsula there is just a wealth of arts, music, and of course storytelling. In some small way we're preserving those stories